Thanks for the lurk in the first Celtic. Thank you. Boop, boop, boop. Okie dokie. Let's do this. Is everybody good?
Should be good.
I love the votes of confidence, yes.
It's like,
We here.
well,
We
that
in
is good.
it. Spider.
His passing brought great sorrow to all but one. His son was cute. We've already seen this one, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, who was acutely aware of no one could surpass his father's talent more than he despised coppery. He disguised. Yeah, we've seen that one already. I think.
I
don't remember
maybe.
that.
I don't remember that happening at all.
I think that was an early one. Oh, stupid, freaking.
William
I've only
Burton
got
wanted to say
reference to
hi.
like rewatching all of the streams, but I don't recall that one.
We're good to go.
I feel like we've seen. I can't keep straight what story we've seen what of. Because we have like 3 different ones. And they're really annoying to try to keep straight. You're next. Ooh. I don't like that.
Next for what?
I don't know, but I don't like it.
What indeed?
We're next to win the lottery? Awesome.
All
That'd be
may set
awesome.
foot within this door to lay claim to its rewards. However, you must first overcome a trial. Should this fail to deter you, open the door and step inside.
Didn't ever-
Anyone
Sounds like
can
an
go
invitation.
through this one?
That sounds like an invitation.
That sounds like a
Good.
challenge. Challenge accepted.
Challenge so good.
What?
Go.
Do it.
Go.
Do it.
I'm go. Chill.
Oh, yes.
Jeesh.
Mama ain't
Frank,
raised
pull
no
the
bitch.
lever.
Let's go.
What trial awaits?
Overcome the trial before you, then I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. But this is it. Oh my goodness. Nobody's got full CP. Awesome.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything
You're
is
okay.
fine.
See, they only do 1,000 damage per hit.
Casually just 1,000 damage per hit.
Oh, he did not insta-kill them. Oh no.
Yeah, we're fine.
See? Okay, so this is the fight.
We
I was.
have, like, so many people with tanky HPs. This is fine.
It would
Hey,
not
at
be
least it's not
fine.
30 twigs.
It would not be fine if they weren't max level. Also, would not be fine if I didn't have the Grail lockets.
Yes.
Because
Kicking ass in this fight. What are you worried about?
what we're resisting?
Although, you might want to pay attention to Agate a little bit.
I literally couldn't. That was all their turns. I couldn't do
fine.
anything.
It's
Fine.
fine.
We're good to go.
So what they're hitting, all of that resisting, is petrification.
Oh no.
They petrify on touch. And he killed one of them.
We're good to go.
You like it. Okay, good. I don't feel quite so bad. Yeah, literally, if we didn't have... Why can you not hit?
Come on, Reese, get it together.
If we didn't
Actually,
have the
they're doing
Grail
this fest over there,
locket... What? Even Joshua can't hit this one. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Now you got it.
If we didn't have the Grail Locket, we would be dead instantly. Because they would just petrified our entire party.
Difficult, to be fair.
Yes, what you're supposed to do is bring Tita, use smoke grenade to give them blindness so they can't hit you, and then there's like a whole tactic that you're supposed to do with those according to the walkthrough. I was looking at what door this was.
Because you're overpowered.
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine.
Ooh.
Orbments are devices that use the orbital energy contained within Septium to cause a variety of useful effects. Only been a little over half a century since they were first invented. But even in such a short time, they have already revolutionized the world as we know it. It's like the Industrial Revolution, but with magic. From daily necessities such as lighting and heating to tanks and other similar weapons used to defend our nations, orbments are used in just about every facet of our lives. In fact, it's now hard to imagine life without them. So much of what we take for granted in life now revolves around them in some way. And it is to proliferate and advance the development of these orbments that we exist. We, the Epstein Foundation. Our foundation was first established in the year 1155 of the Septian calendar, the year after Professor Epstein's passing, and was created by his brilliant-minded disciples in order to honor his wishes. The foundation is based in his home state of Le Mans, where it remains in operation to this day. It was rather limited in size in the beginning, and its attempts to spread orbital technology was initially met with little success. Sensing that the professor's dream would never be realized at the rate they were going, 3 key researchers left Le Mans to try and spread the seeds of orbital technology across the continent themselves. One of these was Professor G. Schmidt, a professor who had gained a fine reputation of his own for his skill in the field of mechanical engineering. He went around and visited corporations in various nations to persuade them of the benefits of orbments. The second was Professor L. Hamilton. Mindful of the technological gap between regions, she long believed it was rural and remote areas that needed orbment technology more than any other. As such, she enlisted the help of the Bracer Guild, which already had a close relationship with the Foundation, and formed a mission with the intent of promoting and spreading the technology where applicable. The professor herself also toured the regions with the aim of spreading public awareness and laying foundation for others to build on in the future. The third was Professor A. Russell, now known for far and wide as the father of the Orbital Revolution. Professor Russell returned to his home nation of Liberl and continued to work tirelessly to advance orbital technology there. Within a year of returning, he had set up the Zeiss Engineering Factory, now known as Zeiss Central Factory, or ZCF, and created the first orbment to be made outside Le Mans State. 3 years later, the reigning king of Liberl at the time, Edgar III, visited the factory to inspect it, and he decided to donate a large amount of money to further his research. With His Majesty's endorsement, orbments began to spread like wildfire throughout the kingdom, bringing such prosperity that the people of other nations were filled with envy. Up until then, most people didn't see orbments in a particularly positive light, but their success in the world changed these impressions virtually overnight. One nation after another began to reach out to our foundation to share orbment technology, and both our foundation's financial and social standing became that much more secure. In the eyes of the world, the Orbital Revolution was a sudden, far-reaching transformation. But it was only because of years of reaching out to people and diligent, largely unnoticed research it was able to happen at all. About the Epstein Foundation. The Foundation's activities centered around the following 3 guiding principles. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. 2. Spreading orbital technology and informing the public of its benefits. 3. Contributing to world peace through technology. Now then, let's discuss each of these 3 guiding principles in more depth. We're just reading a textbook. 1. Carrying out fundamental research on orbments. The Foundation's most important mission is, naturally, the improvement and development of orbital technology. Fundamental principles behind how orbments work need no improvement as such. Their architecture, their internal structure, have been improved upon countless times in the past and will surely continue to be perfected by the curious minds as the years go on. Orbit architecture concerns the mechanical parts inside them, such as the cogs and screws, and there's still plenty of room for change as this technology develops. These improvements can reap great rewards, but the research necessary to make them is known to be as lengthy as it is expensive. As a result, companies who prioritize profit over all else are less inclined to pursue them. That makes our Foundation's research all the more important from a social perspective. Two other important goals of the Foundation are to spread orbital technology as widely as possible and to educate the public on the correct way to use it. While orbits have become part of the daily lives of most who live in the advanced nations and populated urban areas, the reality in remote and mountainous regions is very different. To counter this, we have long worked to send missions of engineers and bracers to these regions to try and better the standard of living for these people, and will continue to do so. We also continue to work on other ways to spread awareness of orbital technology, such as working closely with the Septian Church to have it added to the curriculum of Sunday school classes. 3. It is to pursue this noble yet extremely difficult goal that the Foundation has had a close relationship with the Bracer Guild ever since its initial founding. The Guild was established as an international peacekeeping organization and can mediate on conflicts between nations from a neutral point of view, making it essential to the stability of our world as it stands. The Epstein Foundation continues to back them up fully in their cause, both with financial aid and using the fact that Lamont State is the only place where tactical ordnance are produced to provide them with equipment. Just as well, this relationship also provides ideal feedback towards tweaking the quality of tactical ordnance as they are used in combat too. Every machine and every invention goes through a long, grueling process behind the scenes before eventually reaching its finished, refined form, and tactical ordnance are no exception. Then, in Septian 1190, our Foundation unveiled the Orbital Network project, which will be implemented in partnership with ZCF. Said project aims to join all of Zemuria together with a single united communications network. But our hope is that we'll do much more than that. Our hope is that we'll help to realize a peaceful world through communication. Sadly, Orbman's relationship with peace as a concept has become somewhat complicated. Are they aiding in its realization or doing the exact opposite? Professor Epstein expressed his hopes that their ability to realize the limitless looping of energy would be able to bring lasting peace to the world. Instead, recent years have thoroughly betrayed those hopes, and the post-revolution world has become a chaotic one indeed. The conflict between Liberal and Arabonia, for one, made significant use of orbital weaponry, airships included. It seems beyond a doubt that orbital weaponry will continue to become more and more advanced, making war an ever more tragic event than ever. In the face of all of this, how should we go about trying to create a peaceful world? We believe the best way to do this is to rely on the power of communication and a means to do so with people of different nationalities and races. If these people can more easily interact and more easily deepen their understanding of each other, perhaps that will allow us to create the world we all so dearly desire. In the end, one thing is for certain. Our challenges to try and realize Professor Epstein's ideals are only just the beginning. Side story finished.
Lore.
And now you know the Epstein Foundation.
This was unknown previously, and now it is known.
I mean, you've heard about them, but now you know what they do, which is the important thing.
Like a little bit, but
Yeah, they were talked about in passing because Russell's part of the Epstein Foundation.
yeah.
So they were mentioned in passing, but now you actually know who they are and what they stand for.
It's interesting that the tactical orbits were always made in Le Mans, but like that now Erica's doing a giant tactical war type orbment in the ZCF.
No, tactical orbits as in the things they use, like their handhelds. The things we actually put our ports into for casting.
That makes sense. But like,
She's making an
war-based
orbital
things.
gear. Is what she's making. That's how they distinguish it. Orbital gear are like mechs. Tactical ordnance are like their handheld casting devices. I know it seems strange, but that's how they distinguish. When they talked about tactical ordnance, they talk about their physical ordnance they hold. Every one of those are produced in Le Mans.
Interesting.
Someone used to keep his magazine stash in here. That's weird. I didn't need to know that.
What kind of magazines?
I don't think we want to know
I
that.
think we know. I think we know. I think we know.
I think we know, but I didn't want to know.
It's American Teen Magazine.
We all know.
There was one...
What?
Oh, it's using words that sound the same, but they're not. There was once an heir to a kingdom who allowed everyone a piece of meat from a boar and a cup of wine,
Cup of
provided,
Rebel.
of course, they found the way to his secret cellar
The key.
underground.
The key.
Sure. I was thinking way, but it could be key.
That word is pronounced key usually. Yes.
Okay. My brain said way, and so for some reason that's what I pronounced it. Okay, good to know. What is that? I don't even know what that means.
Key?
This spelling of key.
No. Mm.
Finding it was no mean feat.
This context is not how it's usually used. I know that. I think it has to do with like island. Concrete, stone, or metal platform lying alongside or projecting into water for loading and unloading ships. It's like a dock.
Oh. Fair
That was
enough.
close. Islands, docks, you know, sure. Close enough.
Yeah, no? Logical to me. I don't think I've ever actually seen that word, like, spelled out. So, your secrets are safe with me. The item wasn't. Way to go, chest.
We're good to go.
If you can't keep an item safe, how are you going to keep my secret safe? I'll give you 1,000 mirror if you give back what you took. No.
Only
Mine.
1,000? It's not good enough.
I have like 9 million. You think I'm gonna give you it for 1,000? Ha!
That's
You
like
making me laugh.
petty cash.
Cry into my chest. Ha ha. Oh wait, no, this is where I want to go. Wait. No? Yes? I'm confused. Yeah, nope, definitely haven't gotten this way yet. It's a ceiling stone.
Ooh. Another stone?
1 second.
Could you reshare the Discord stream by chance?
It's being wonky.
It was being laggy
I don't know.
earlier.
Yeah. A little bit.
Wow, that thing sure is pretty. Is it some kind of septium?
No, it's what's known as a sealing stone. You were inside one just like this when we found you.
I was? Are we gonna find someone in this one too?
Without a doubt. You wouldn't happen to have any inkling as to who it could be, would you?
Let me think.
It'd be nice if it was Dad. But I doubt we'd get that lucky.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd play as Cassius in a heartbeat. That'd be so much fun.
It sounds as though there are a number of possibilities. And the fastest way to find out which one rings true is to take us back to the garden.
Then let's go.
No, wait. I do this.
Fast travel.
Excuse me.
Is it gonna be a bad guy gone good?
Watch it be Gilbert. That'd be hilarious.
We know he's not in a stone. He's in here as a person.
He wasn't last we checked.
Oh, no, fair. Fair. I already do know who's in the stone. Because I have to walk through here.
It wasn't him. Yeah.
That would be really funny, though.
It's so
I
funny.
would love if Gilbert was in one. I don't want to voice act him, so he would never be in the party. But I would love to have him in
Right.
there.
What?
That looks like.
It couldn't be. Could it?
You gotta be kidding me.
Bum, 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 bum.
No.
It is bad guy gone good.
Ah, Richard. Ah, a stun grenade? Who goes there? Speak your name. What?
I sure didn't see this coming.
I presume you're all familiar with this man? All I can tell by the uniform is that he's from the Royal Army.
Yes, we certainly are. I'm not sure what's going on here. Estelle, Joshua, is that you, Your Highness?
Yes, it is. It's good to see you again, Richard.
I feel the same.
The pleasure is all mine, Your Highness. I'm delighted to see you well and in good health.
There's no need to stare at the floor when you're talking to me, you know. How have you been?
Thanks to Her Majesty's extraordinary kindness, I've been doing quite well. I hope you'll forgive me for asking. I'm afraid I don't quite understand the situation I found myself in. Would it be any trouble to request a brief explanation of where we stand?
It would probably be easier if I handled that.
This is the one time you don't want the previous person to explain everything. Because I feel like Estelle would explain it either way too detailed
We're in a really big, strange
or
She's
place.
still
that, where it
Yeah,
would be so
literally.
vague it would be impossible to grasp
And
what
there's
is being
giant
talked
monsters
about.
Just came
everywhere.
out of a crystal.
It would be, in her mind, it would make perfect sense, but she would jump all over the place while
And there's
explaining it.
demons, and there's
Yeah.
and
It would
there's
be
just-
that,
get
where
very, very vague entries to books. I don't understand them either.
literally it would be everything you need to piece it together, but it would be so scatterbrained that it would be hard to follow.
Oh, poor Estelle.
I don't believe we've met.
I'll have to introduce myself.
I forgot, he speaks in this very lofty, quiet, respectful tone. I'm like, oh, it doesn't. Gets his voice back.
I'm Reese Argent, a squire affiliated with the Girls Ritter.
The Gral's Ritter? I see. It sounds as though the situation is even more abnormal than I thought. I suppose I should introduce myself as well. My name is Alan Richard. I was once a colonel in the Royal Army's Intelligence Division, as well as a traitor who attempted to instigate a coup d'etat. At present, however, I run the research agency R&A Research. Thank you. I think I have a solid grasp now. I wish I knew what else to say.
What do you mean? As in, like, you're having trouble believing all of what we just told you?
Well, part of me feels that way, yes. But that's not really it. The greatest doubt in my mind is simply, why me?
Huh?
I look at everyone here and I see comrades who know how to fight alongside one another, who turn even the darkest of odds in their favor. Whether this turn of events was the will of the goddess or someone else, I can't rightfully say. But from where I'm standing, you've already formed the perfect team for overcoming the obstacles before you.
I guess so. I sure as hell don't want to work with her, though. I don't want her stupid rubbing off on me. Oh, you're gonna feel really stupid after I thwack your brains to mush.
Not now, you two. If I may. I find it hard to understand how I, of all people, came to be here. Far from working together well with all of you, I'm a criminal who threatened both your lives and the safety of the nation in which we thrive. I can't help but feel my being here is a mistake of some kind.
Still,
You have helped us before, though. Like during the attack on Grand Cell, remember? You came to everyone's aid then.
yeah. That could have gone really bad if you and your men hadn't showed up to help you what you did.
They're right.
Then there was the fact that you assumed responsibility for defending the city, while all of us escorted Chloe to Hawking Gate.
Yeah, you might have done some bad stuff in the past, but you're underselling yourself by saying you've never helped us before.
He was also, to be fair, under a spell of sorts.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't even really his fault.
Like, he wasn't really in his right mind when he was doing all of that. Be that as it may. My good man, it is not as though you're the only one here who's performed terrible deeds. Use the occasion Joshua mentioned. While you valiantly defended Grand Cell, I was at Hawking Gate threatening Liberal's safety. And yet, here I am, fighting alongside my friends without a care in the world. The best thing to do here, in my personal opinion, is relax. I'm not sure boasting about not having a care in the world is something you should be doing. I have a different perspective on those events, Your Highness. You were only threatening the Liberal on the surface. You had no intention of actually doing anything. On the contrary, you were trying to protect it. Same can't be said for me. My conspiracy was my own doing.
Wasn't he also supposedly trying to overthrow everything just so that he could protect Liberal?
Yes.
Even though he was under
That was the
spell,
idea.
It was still with
He
the
had good intentions.
idea of the people in mind. He just did it really poorly.
Yeah, basically,
The execution was not good.
basically Weissman, like, he had the idea that, like, how things were running wasn't great, but he was never going to act upon those things, at least to our knowledge. He was never going to act on those things. He just, like, I mean, half of the U.S. doesn't agree with how things run at any given point in time. Doesn't mean we're going to actively overthrow our country.
No,
Not yet. There's been a lot of threats.
Well, the average person, most people aren't going to actively go overthrow the country. Weissman basically took his feelings and cranked them up and convinced him, by giving him the power to do so, that he could do exactly that.
Yep.
So while, yes, it's technically his fault he had those feelings, it's not because they were amplified and jacked up because of Weissman.
Yep.
Normally, he would never let it get that far. Now, Kanone, on the other hand,
I still am predicting that she's in here. Anyway.
she just can go jump off a cliff for all I care.
Kanone's gonna be in here.
I don't like Kanone.
Anyways,
She will just do whatever she is told.
I'm going to attack you. I'm going to attack you. Okay, but what about me? We were being used by you guys, yeah? But that doesn't change the fact that we were a bunch of sky bandits who even hijacked an airship. But Her Majesty was gracious enough to give us another chance at life, and we're trying to make the most of it running our new company. I don't think our positions are all that different, honestly.
Well,
You might have done things that you regret. But it's not the past that determines who you are. It's what you choose to do now.
Exactly! And it'd be a huge help if we had someone as baller as you fighting with us. So please, we could really use your help.
are you sure, Annalise?
Huh? You guys know each other? How did that happen? Oh, I went to visit your dad for something a while back, so that's when we met. Huh, really?
After all we've heard, I see no reason to refuse your company. If anything, we're eager to welcome you to our group with open arms, myself included. You could consider it aid given to the Grosvenor if that would make you less averse to the idea. What do you say?
Very well, you have my support.
Woohoo!
I'm so glad you're with us.
Thank you.
I only hope I meet your expectations. Incidentally, there is one thing I would like to confirm first.
What would that be?
You said that you believe everyone to have been surrounded by that white light and sent here at roughly the same time. When that happened, were you all wearing the same clothes that you are now?
What kind of question is that?
Now that you mention it, how come you're wearing your military uniform? I was under the impression that you left the armed forces.
That's right!
Now the question makes sense. You were wearing something different when you were sent here, weren't you? I was. Currently, I work out of an office in Ruan City, and since beginning there, I have never once willingly worn my old uniform. When I was surrounded by that light, I was wearing a shirt and a pair of slacks as I normally do. Yet somehow I find myself here in uniform. That's odd. It's not something that's happened to anyone else either. Oh, I have a thought. Perhaps the Lord of Phantasma decided the Colonel just wasn't sexy enough in anything else and prepared a strapping uniform for him after bringing him here.
That must be it, of course.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So in addition to the other billion ways they're a freak, they've got a military uniform fetish too? I couldn't entirely blame them if they did, though.
Same. The girls like men in uniform.
I swear, girls these days.
She's just smiling innocently to herself.
She's like, I have no idea what's happening.
Thinking about machines and orbits over here in the corner. Just Cheetah.
I love the editor's note. Question. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, that's great.
Already said the line.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was laughing.
I get the feeling we're on the verge of a major breakthrough in working out how we ended up here.
So do I. As well as what this place really is to begin with. Interesting. In that case, let's put the matter aside for now.
Now that that's settled, then we should start getting ready to resume our investigation. Releasing Richard should hopefully have opened up a new path for us to follow.
Gee. Now, do you want a little hint about Richard?
Sure.
Gameplay wise.
He uses a sword.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
Richard is also a practitioner of the 8 leaves, 1 blade. He uses a katana, and he is one of the strongest characters in the game.
Well, we know he was trained by Cassius. That's obvious. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, he is. Him and Annalise are both trained by the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. Richard, in the game, mechanically has one of the strongest sets of crafts, with barely any delay between execution and actually attacking. Like normally they'll do a craft. He has almost barely any delays in his attacks. And it doesn't delay him for as long after he's done a craft. So you can potentially hit craft after craft after craft. So, that's a little hint of how he works. The game words him as amazingly quick with his sword, excellent arts proficiency.
You ready?
So, do we want to keep the current party, or do we want to switch anybody else in?
The couple stays together.
So, no, yes.
I don't care. I feel like we're changing characters so much it doesn't make much of a difference who we put in right now. Like, if you want to play with Richard, do it.
I mean, I don't have a preference. I'm fine with playing anybody.
Just pick.
Fine, we'll keep the current party.
Okay.
I have a locked-in voice, so I don't really care because I have a locked-in voice.
That's fair.
Same.
So shy.
Other nightmare.
Start new game. Easy, normal, hard, nightmare, other nightmare.
Other nightmare.
Other nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, these games on
It's
nightmare
always
difficulty
nightmare.
are hard.
Why is it always nightmare? Why is it never dream? Why
Okay.
Why
Because
is it never
dreams
something
sound nice. Nightmares aren't.
Yeah. Correct.
I want to play Dream. It's actually easier than easy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What if you had a druid that instead of circles of dreams, it was circle of nightmares?
Good
I
fun
think there
flavor.
is something like that, by the way.
That would be cool.
So basically, you play the boogeyman.
Well,
Kind
Circle
of.
Dreams. If you had an evil Circle of Dreams druid, it could essentially be the same thing as Circle of Nightmares, because later on you do get the ability to cast Dream as the Circle of Dreams druid. However, whenever you cast Dream, you can choose what that person experiences.
Interesting.
This is why I know my class, man.
But I'm thinking, like, what if you took all the things and flipped them? So, like, instead of Ball of some Court healing, it harmed.
So, Curse of the Lunar Court?
Ooh.
Oh.
I like that.
This is a good homebrew.
This-
I approve.
This could be. We should come up with a. We should homebrew this. That would be fun.
Why do I feel like whatever we homebrew, you're somehow gonna throw into Strahd? I'm
No,
gonna cry.
I want to play it
This
at
is
some
dangerous.
point. I want to play it at
Must
some
tread
point.
carefully
That's what
here.
I want
Yeah,
to do.
that. D, you see what I'm getting at?
You've already killed the druids.
For all we know.
They kind of, did their own thing with the giant
Well, yeah, they kind of killed
thing.
themselves.
That was on them.
Uh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now we have a worse situation.
But no, like that would be fun to play, like not in an evil campaign, but can you imagine if you did like a Shadowfell campaign and did like a Circle of Nightmares? 'Cause that would fit in with the Shadowfell.
Yeah.
Like a Drow Circle of Nightmares. That would be awesome.
Anyways, you guys proceed. I need to go to the bathroom. If it comes to my
Alright.
line, I'll come back as soon as I can.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Now I want to like sit down and homebrew this. That's really fun. Anyway. 6. Perhaps the second gift will be unwelcome. Should it come to that, it would still... Oh, I would still dearly wish to be your friend. Goodness. The days we spent in that shop are, and always will remain, precious no matter the answer. No, horsey. Leave me alone.
Well, we got to that chest somehow. Okay.
No, Incubus. Leave me alone. When you go take notes of this, are you gonna like write down which of these we've seen?
No.
Okay, good. I was like, don't do that
That's
to
a lot of work.
yourself.
That's a lot of work.
I mean,
I
if
got
anything, you could
whose
write like
voice does
1,
what.
2.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not expecting to write the whole thing, but I was just curious if you would write it or not. I don't blame
I
you
have
for not.
tried it yet.
I don't blame you for not wanting to or not doing it. Because that is a lot of work.
Like I could just Google it and it would be there, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair assumption. I know I don't have hands, but I want to hold yours. Aw. Wholesome chest.
But I
That
can
thing's
check
not
off what we've
wholesome.
seen so far, so we know. I can just like check mark the boxes out of 36 or whatever. That's doable. That'd be pretty easy.
Ow.
Rule.
Oh my, Sato, is it really you? Sato was Hideko's senior in college and belonged to the same club as her.
That's that. Let's move out.
Wait, there's another teleporter here. Where does this one go? I don't like their noise.
It's so boingy.
It is, and it's really obnoxious. I don't know what it is about them, but I'm like, I don't like your noise. Can you tell this treasure was outsourced? That's a big dude. I don't want to go that way. Smaller dudes? This treasure chest was supposed to have a what are you saying, but we drew a blue blanc.
No.
It was so bad, game.
So bad.
Okay. Do I have to go fight the big thing to see what's in the other area? But I don't wanna.
Yeah.
Ow, Josh was about to die. I'll heal him in between.
We're good to go.
Items. Healing. Okay.
Yep.
I think a developer just decided to mesh their keyboard.
Yep. What is that? Oh. Interesting.
Oops, I said powder motor. I didn't mean to skip her.
Damn. What's that thing doing here?
What's it doing here? Does that mean that stone contains...
It looks
Okay.
to me to be a large archaism used by Ouroboros.
Wasn't twitchy. I just didn't...
He twitched.
My brain didn't process that she wasn't here to say it.
Your brain twitched.
Okay, but my finger didn't. Wait,
Well, too late.
I technically made my finger twitch. So technically?
The brain does that. Yeah, that's kind of how the brain does things, is it controls your fingers. So, you know.
What happens when my fingers go faster than my brain?
Broken nerves.
Well, okay, I wasn't looking for a scientific explanation, but okay. I'll take it.
Best I got.
Nah, it's good. I just wasn't expecting an actual explanation.
I did say this already. Your reactions say there's more to it than that, however.
Okay, my fingers are not on the keyboard.
I
I am
I'm gonna go reheat my
currently
hot pack.
eating jelly beans. Okay. I wanted to see when... Okay, so we're here. Okay. So we have this chapter, then we have 6, 7, and finale. So we got 3 chapters after this one. And then we move on to Crossbell. Whole new continent. Well, not continent, a new country. City-state, technically.
Seems fair.
And we get a whole new set of characters. That are pretty much with us the entire game. So we can each have one character.
Oh. Okay.
You pretty much roam around as the four main
I missed
characters.
a Twitchy.
Well, yes.
My brain twitched and it made my finger twitch.
Yep. We haven't figured this out.
Gosh, whatever. You could say that, yeah. Let's go get that stone.
You missed that.
Kanone. Oh, hi.
Matter, matter.
Wait, so Ren?
We'll find out.
After all this time, we finally found you.
Yeah.
You must have spent a long while looking for the person inside. Then we shouldn't keep you waiting any longer. Let's hurry back to the garden and release them right away.
Yeah, thanks, Reese. Isn't she gonna try to murder us?
We'll see. TBD.
I need to go find the barrier first before we can warp back. Because I need to go find those stone chests. You see those chests from Erebonia? They're the strong, silent type. That's a dig at the fact that they don't have them in the Cold Steel Saga. They don't have the funny chest lines. But they do in the Crossbell games. I have confirmed they have them in the Crossbell Saga.
Wait, did I just see that right? Did Agate just take like 7,000 damage there?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Yep.
Huh.
It
Neat.
was a bit of an ouch. A little ouchie.
Can we hit things, people?
No.
Apparently they can hit agate, so yes.
Okay, I need to find where this...
We're good to go.
Shouldn't have done that. Care for a rematch?
To choose left or to choose right, only the cards know what the future holds. If you wish to step inside, present the card that governs fate. Yeah, it's the card of destiny, which we found earlier. Stone Monument, that's what we're looking for.
Oh, I see now. We can fast travel back over here later.
Uh-huh. We don't have to go through the whole plane again. That's why I was like, I need to find this. I didn't go this direction. I somehow ended up the other way. I wonder who it is.
It's Pikachu.
It's Clefairy.
Damn it.
It's Magikarp.
I can't believe it.
It really is Ren.
Looks like she's fast asleep.
Oh no. No.
Papa, Mama, why?
Ren.
Huh? Where am I? Oh, this is just a dream.
Ren,
Estelle? Joshua and Tina too? What a nice dream this is.
Ren.
Oh. Oh, silly Estelle. You're supposed to be older than me. You shouldn't be acting like a clingy child. You're so warm, though. And you smell so nice. It's almost as if this isn't a dream at all. Huh? What's going on?
Ren, this...
What are you doing here? No, never mind that. What am I doing here?
It's okay, Ren. I'm going to explain now, so try and stay calm, okay? You see, we're not how...
Don't come any closer! If you take another step towards me, I will kill you!
I'll try and handle this, Estelle. Do you mind taking a step back?
Okay.
I'm happy to see you again, Ren. How have you been all this time?
How is that any of your business? You're just as bad as Estella's, Joshua. Why won't you two leave me alone and stop following me around?
I figured you must have noticed. You're right. For the past few months, we've been traveling around trying to find you. We're in Crossbow at the moment, too. Are it getting any warmer?
You're in Crossbow? Why? Why do you want to find me so much?
We just want a chance to talk with you. We heard from a reliable source that you haven't been back to Ouroboros since we last fought. Is that true?
What's that got to do with either of you? All I want is to be left alone. I don't want to talk to either of you. I don't even want to see you. So why won't you just leave me be?
Because
Sorry, Ren. This one's on me. Ever since you flew off, I haven't been able to get you off my mind. I've been getting Joshua to look into where you might be, and we've been going around chasing down every possible lead. But that's why I'm so happy to finally be able to see you again like this.
But... Oh, I get it now. You're lying, aren't you? Really, all that's just a cover for the fact you're trying to capture me.
What?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I only know about as much as Joshua does about Ouroboros. Even if you catch me, you're not going to get anything useful out of me. And even if I did know lots of dirty secrets, I wouldn't tell you. I bet you feel really stupid for wasting your time now.
Well, wait a second. That's not...
Or are you going to try to luck anyway? You sure brought a lot of familiar faces for backup. Even I might have trouble taking on this many people at once. But I'm confident I'll leave at least a few of you headless before I end up beaten. Ren!
You've got to be kidding me.
What are we supposed to do, Shara?
Don't ask me. This doesn't look good.
Reese is just stone-faced.
Well, I think I know who you are now. Ouroboros Enforcer number 15, the Angel of Slaughter, correct? You certainly do know me. I don't know you, though. Are you a knight of the church? Yes, I am Reese Argent, a squire. And while I may not be very familiar with your circumstances, would it hurt you to behave less like a self-centered child? Excuse me? Did you call me a self-centered child? From what I've heard, your intelligence and deductive reasoning have few peers.
She is stone-faced. Just blunt and matter-of-fact as can be.
That led you to joining Ouroboros, obtaining both the current rank and abilities you now have. So unless I'm wrong, I find it very hard to believe you haven't already figured out that this isn't a trap we set to capture you. And yet you still expect us to waste our time and humor your little temper tantrum. So yes, I did call you a self-centered child. Reese?
Damn, she sure doesn't mince words.
My, you're a brave one, aren't you, miss? Did I hear a lowly squire like you trying to provoke an enforcer like me? You must really want to end up splattered all over the floor. I could say the same to you. I have no idea why everyone else here regards you favorably, but I, for one, have no interest in being friends with someone from Ouroboros. So if a battle is what you want, I will be more than happy to oblige.
Oh no!
But Reese? A Templar sword, huh? Those can certainly be a rude awakening in the right hands. Of course, everyone else who's ever tried to challenge me with one ended up being quite predictable after a while. Before long, they were all begging me for mercy like pigs about to be slaughtered. It was ever so pitiful. I can't wait to hear you do the same.
Ren?
No! Do you actually want to fight, or do you only intend to stand around trying to sound threatening? I suppose that is enough talking.
Come on, you two!
Both of you, stop it! Tina?
That knocked Red out of it real fast.
Whoa.
Hey!
Wait a sec.
Why are the two of you so desperate to try and fight when you know you don't really want to? Ren, you were trying to make it sound like you don't care about Estelle and Joshua, but deep down you're happy to see them again and you know it. And Reese, you've already realized that Ren's not actually a bad person. It doesn't matter that she's from Ouroboros. Well, I'm happy.
Now we get to see D switch between characters.
Of course I'm not. Why would I possibly be? did you look so happy when I still hugged you? Right up until the moment you realized this was all real, you were acting like it was the best dream you've ever had. And now you're saying you don't want to talk to them? That you don't want to see them? Hold on a minute, Tita. And that's not true at all.
You can see tears in her eyes. They animated it. That's some attention to detail on some sprites.
Oh, I see now. Okay.
Yeah, you can actually see tears
That's not
welling up in her
true
eyes.
at all, so just admit it.
Sweetie.
I swear, she just cut my life short about 10 years. What the hell was she thinking?
Look at you, honestly. I thought you were a year older than me, you know? Yet here you are, crying away. You're not setting a very good example. I can't help it. What am I supposed to do when you guys finally see each other again? All you want to end up is end up fighting. It's just too sad. Hey. What are you crying for? Why did you have to?
You know the answer to that already, Ren. It's because she likes you.
She does?
Hey, Ren. I know we've still got our differences, but how about we put all of that aside and call a truce for now?
A truce?
As I'm sure you can tell, we're in the middle of a really messy situation right now. And however you got here, you've ended up being dragged right into it with us. I'd say it's in all our best interests to work together. At least until we get out of here anyway. What do you say?
That's certainly true. There's still plenty we don't know about our predicament. Having someone with your intellect on our side may well help us to fill in the remaining blanks. In fact, I would greatly appreciate your assistance.
Yeah! I'm with the Colonel!
I'm not a colonel, Estelle. Regardless, I think it would be in your best interest to work with us too. Cooperating will allow us to gather information more efficiently, as well as make it easier for you to ensure your own safety.
That's true. It's obvious that wherever we are, it's somewhere abnormal. So it goes without saying that having me around would be a big help to all of you. Alright. Out of respect for Tita's bravery, I'll spare you all this time. Fill me in on exactly what's going on here. Oh!
Thanks, Ren.
Just so we're clear, I haven't decided whether I'm going to work with you or not yet. All I'm promising is to listen to your explanation of what's happening. Then, I'll decide if I'll help.
She has the personality of a tsundere. Just the, I'm not going to do it. I'm doing this because I want to.
Right.
It's not like I like you, Baka.
I see. I think I've got a pretty good idea of what's going on now. Whoever chooses this place's name couldn't have picked a better one, could they? What?
Have you figured something out that we hadn't?
Possibly. I'm still not completely certain yet. But I'm relatively confident in my theory after hearing the Colonel's story, though.
Me?
Mm-hmm. My own experience was the same as everyone else's, ending up here after being surrounded by a sudden white light. But you say you weren't wearing your uniform when it happened to you, right, Colonel?
How many times must I? Hell, whatever. I wasn't. As I explained to everyone when I first arrived, I was wearing a shirt and slacks, as I do every other day at work.
Right, just checking. So then, tell me something. Would you say you have quite a strong emotional attachment to that uniform?
Pardon?
Oh, that's a definite yes. It's a symbol of your past. The past you just can't quite move on from, even though you need to. Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Richard,
It's no surprise you feel that way from my perspective.
and lo and behold, the moment you appeared in this world, you were wearing that very same uniform again. Whatever you do think that could mean?
That would mean when I arrived here, my attachment to that past ended up being manifested as reality. In other words, this world is capable of changing based on people's thoughts. Oh. Haha, now it makes sense.
Not to me, it doesn't. Can you explain in slightly less complicated terms for the rest of us?
It's actually a really simple thing. You remember how Luciola used the gospel to make you experience a dream, right?
Right.
The dreams we saw were different depending on what we wanted to see, too.
Of course, unlike that, this isn't a dream, but the concept is basically the same. Anyway, just like in Luciola's dream worlds, this world changes depending on what the people inside it want. It also happens to recreate places that exist in their memories, too. It all falls into place nicely once you simplify it, doesn't it?
So it does.
It explains the moments we've encountered and how the doors work, too. Still, while that explanation may explain the content... Oh my... I can't talk today!
Neither can I, it's okay.
The contents
Still.
of the world.
Yes, I know. Still, while the explanation may explain the contents of this world, I find it hard to believe that any of us would desire the predicament we found ourselves in.
Oh, I don't disagree. We're not the only ones here, though, are we?
Oh,
So, in other words, many of the contents of this world exist because of us, but its overall structure is the result of someone else within it? From what I can gather, yes. What exactly is making all this possible is the part I'm still puzzling over. Making people's wishes reality was the purpose of the Ariel, but now that's been lost, and I can't think of anything else capable of doing the same. I think it's easy for all of us to point the finger at who wished for this world to behave the way it does at the very least. The Lord of Phantasma. Exactly! Based on everything that's been said, they weren't in this world originally. That was just the ghost you've encountered. Until the Lord of Phantasma, she simply watched over this place from this garden here. But then they showed up, stole her power, and started remaking the world according to their own wishes. Whims. Wow, I can't talk. Seriously. The result is what we're stuck with in right now. Well, what do you think? Well!
damn. Feels like you just popped your head in and solved all these crazy mysteries like they were nothing.
It is certainly impressive. Even I hadn't been able to deduce quite that much. You really are a genius, Rin.
I'm sure you could have worked this much out if you really put your mind to it, Joshua. Unless Estelle's stupidity is actually contagious and rubs off on you.
Ouch.
Well, that's not very nice.
I'm pretty sure that's not the case.
Dearie me.
Either way, it sounds like this Lord of Phantasma person likes games just as much as I do. And without me, I don't know if you'll be able to beat them. So I suppose I'm better to lend you all a hand. I hope you're all very grateful.
Yeah, sure. It's nice to have a cutie like you on board, Ren.
Well, now that that's settled, it's time to use that cube to take us back to the 5th plane so we can move on. Now that we've gotten closer to working out what's going on, we should be able to move on to the next part of the game board now. I'm guessing our opponent's ready to make their next move too. Someone's confident. Still, have it your way. It's not as though we have any option other than to press on. I'm expecting we'll encounter a devil at the end of this plane just like we have at all the others. We should only move on when we're sure we can handle it. Aw, I could really do without the extra trouble. Then again, I am kind of curious what these devils are like in reality. Would you like to come and have a look with me, Tina? I'm not sure just the two of us going would be such a good idea.
Aw, she was so opposed to being with us earlier, but look at her now.
Yeah, I'm really glad she came around. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk with her while we're in here too.
Yeah.
Alright, are we keeping this party or are we switching people out?
Part of me wants Ren and Tina Dream Team.
Yeah, that's what I was
But
about
it's
to
so many
say.
voices.
Part of me
But I want it.
torture you.
But I want it so bad. Dream Team.
Do it then. Do it.
Alright, has low stamina, but incredible arts, not limited by lines.
Mm.
And then Tita has low stamina, but wide range, good attacks, and recovery. I love her
They're
laugh.
little. They're just little.
They teeny tiny.
Okay, now I gotta go in, back down to Joshua.
I'm gonna drink some water real quick.
Cheetah's up at the top.
I know I'm unequipping.
Strip, 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 strip. She looks so sassy. I love it.
She is so sassy. I appreciate how I could just age 10 years much right out in front of both of them.
Oh yeah.
Like, literally just like lost 10 years of his life. They're gone now. He's got old man stress now from Tita being Tita.
Do you want to face Erica Russell if she gets hurt?
Oh god no. Absolutely not.
He's already
Her
her
wrath
guinea
will be
pig.
unbridled.
Imagine if Tita got hurt.
Unbridled wrath.
Okay. We're not quitting, I'm just saving just in case. We're not ending yet, but I just want to save just in case something goes wrong. What?
Is this foreshadowing?
No, I literally just want to save in case I have issues since I've been having issues with my graphics and things.
Fair enough.
It's literally just precautionary measure.
Look at the little legs go. Little legs.
Oh, rule.
We are both empty. What? I don't know if I should
Means
take
you're
offense to
soulless
that
for
or
taking
no.
the item.
Should I take offense to that?
Yes.
Bring to me the playful minstrel and his closest ally against the beast they seek to overcome. Only then shall the door open.
Oh. Olivier and Vander.
Yep.
Right?
Olivier Mueller.
I would assume.
Oh, I need to give Ren her updated weapon.
Yes.
The Nemesis Reaper.
Ripper.
Ripper.
That's what I said.
No,
But
it's
I
not.
like Reaper even better personally, so.
I like Reaper better as well, but it says Ripper.
Reaper sounds more scary.
We're good to go.
Doesn't
Reaper
really.
sounds like it's appropriate for a scythe.
Oh, it does say
Also,
Reaper.
yes.
I just can't read. 26 of 36. She sighed in a way that was half frustrated and half disappointed. She never cared about money. Why would he try to win an argument with it? She could only say quietly in her mind, "My husband is an idiot." I mean, based on the story we've read, he kind of sounds like one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Destroy it, Ren.
We did it.
My little murder machine.
that made me laugh way harder than it should have.
I broke him, guys. I did.
I don't know why. That just that was so just out of nowhere. It made me just lose it for a second. Oh, there it goes. That stream lens. You
Gonna
good
say,
there?
I think that was the command. Okay.
Empty. Someone must have taken the chest phrase that was used to be in here.
That's a statement. Chest phrase.
I look for a little. Yeah.
My thanks to the
Mm-hmm.
scary.
I'm not sure who voices her. 5 of 12. Certainly. Come on in. Hideko would have listened to anything Sato said. Had to say. But no one could know the horrible fact that awaited Hideko. Hideko? I keep pronouncing it differently this day. I don't know
Hideko.
why. Hideko, yeah. I don't know why I can't pronounce it properly. It's just my brain is like, blah, blah.
Your brain's thinking in American terms, and it's just not American.
It's
I need
been
to
a
look
while
up
since I've
something real
watched
quick.
anime.
I need to look up something real quick.
Same.
I don't have any voices right now, so I can just sit here and eat my jelly beans.
Oh! Is that our exit out of this plane?
Oh, I just looked up what the boss is here. I don't like this, guys.
Doesn't look like there's anything standing between us and it either. Time to make a mad dash for the...
Wait,
Estelle, why'd you have to
Estelle.
say something? What's up?
I can smell the distinctive scent of the underworld.
Is it also breakfast monsters? 3 hags about to pop up out
Smells
nowhere.
like bacon.
I feel like it smells like sulfur.
So overcooked eggs. Got it.
And
Ew.
it grows stronger by the second.
What? Are we gonna get surrounded by magic circles then?
No. This isn't going to come from a circle. It's coming from above.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh dear. I see now. I understand.
It is 3 though. What the fuck? They also burp. What?
Spiders! Aw, how cute! They're trying so hard to be intimidating for us, aren't they? These are the 3 gluttonous Arachne sisters, kin of the 77 devils featured in the Testaments. They weave nightmares and consume the souls of those who wander into the labyrinth.
So this is what real devils are like, huh? They sure look the part. But they're not gonna get enough. I hate myself today. But they're not gonna be enough to stop us. Let's get nasty. No.
Right.
Also, I did my research. No, it is not the same name as what I was thinking.
For who? Or what?
Spoilers.
Okay. According to the walkthrough, I have to be careful here. Ow.
I'm guessing you have to kill them within quick succession, otherwise one of them come back.
No. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world. Because it calls in the big boss when you kill that one. Those ones that had 13,000. This one has
That was a bigger
27,000.
spider.
This is the
A
mother.
bigger, badder spider.
Uh-huh.
Big mama spider.
Hit it with everything you got.
Queen spoder.
Prepare to hit the zone! Come on, everyone!
That's the best thing to kill a spider with.
I prefer fire. That
I also
did not.
enjoy fire to kill spiders with.
I hate spiders in general. As far as I'm concerned, they are
Wait,
demons.
There's two piercing. There it is.
Ow. Well,
What?
But that last one, that was so unfair.
That must have been Zigma, the three sisters' mother. And even she was not able to stop us, thankfully. What?
That looks like... It looks different.
Uh-huh.
Another sealing stone, huh? I honestly figured Rent was the
Gonna be the
Mr.
last.
Twitchy Fingers.
Huh. So I was in a pretty stone like that when you found me, too? I feel like a princess in a fairy tale.
You kind of were like a little princess, actually.
I think this one may actually be different. The other stones had a strange sense of warmth when you held them. Not so for this one.
Really? Is it because it has something bad in it?
No. Instead of the usual warmth, it seems to have a cool, almost divine feel to it. Almost as if it might contain the goddess herself within.
Okay, Voldemort.
Or is this not Luve?
That is not him.
This is probably Schwarzritter.
So
I'm
not
gonna
Luve.
say, because usually
So,
whenever
yeah.
Voldemort talks, it always says raspy voice.
Yeah, it says
Like,
raspy
every
voice
time
when-
you
Oh,
talk.
not Luve.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, so this is the
Yeah.
not Luve,
Yeah.
Luve.
Yep.
Sharp as usual.
He's here.
I didn't think I was going to have to talk. Hold on. Let me stop eating jelly beans.
Hmm.
Who's that?
So you decided to show your face again, did you?
The priest is still unconscious, I see. What a shame. I was rather surprised to find out that he can only use his stigma's power against heretics. Even power of that magnitude is meaningless if it's so limited and has such harsh repercussions. I almost pity him. To tell you the truth, I wasn't expecting you to reach this point so quickly. Your final piece is inordinately capable.
Oh, might you be referring to me?
Thanks to you, I ended up having to make my appearance sooner than I was expected. Suppose I should have expected no less from the host of Bransill's finest tea party.
That's very true.
Regardless, I came to fulfill a duty, and fulfill it I shall. Think of that stone as a gift for gathering all the pieces scattered throughout Phantasma. It contains not an additional piece, but a rule book of sorts that you might find beneficial.
A rule book?
That certainly explains why it feels different compared to the others. Could this mean you're finally ready to face us head-on rather than continuously taunting us?
Whether that time comes is entirely up to you. For now, all I will say is this. On the next game board, all of you will find yourselves face to face with a number of trials to overcome.
He's escaping again.
Oh, wait a damn minute! Is that all you've got to say? What kind of trials?
A variety in all shapes and sizes. Even I will be one of them.
You?
Really now?
I eagerly anticipate seeing whether you are able to overcome them all and make it to me. Don't disappoint me now.
Oh,
It's almost as if he can't help but try to taunt us. He stays just long enough to say something cryptic and then leaves before elaborating every single time.
oh, I just love those types. Ren knows.
Is something wrong, Estelle?
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, we might have got nothing but cryptic teasers out of him, but we do have a new ceiling stone to unlock. I think we should head back to the garden and get to it.
I agree. I'm quite curious as to just what this rule book is as well. Did it just auto skip us back here?
Yes.
Oh.
The way it glows is pretty different compared to all the other ceiling stones.
You're right. I wonder who's going to appear out of it.
Chloe?
Is something wrong?
No, it's just the light radiating from it feels somehow nostalgic.
Huh? Is this the spirit?
This is.
Mm-hmm.
That comes as no surprise.
It's her.
What?
She looks like.
I'm so glad I can finally communicate with you like this. I wonder how many hundreds of years it has been since I was last able to hold a true conversation. Your Highness. Wait.
You aren't, are you?
It's a pleasure to have the chance to meet one of my own descendants. And allow me to extend a hand of welcome to all of you, visitors to my garden. My name is Celeste. Celeste D. Osleys.
She has the will of D.
And now we finally got to learn who our person was, even though we already knew who it was anyway.
Yay! We got it. We were smart.
We'll do this cutscene until the next time we can save, and then we'll call it. Since it's only 11:40. We can do a little bit of cutscene. You've reached the Emerald City Church. How may I help you?
Which female voice is this one?
I couldn't tell you. It could also just be an NPC. I have no idea.
Maybe his teacher again?
It could
I don't
be Ein.
Oh, is that you, Kevin?
I'll just go for it.
I didn't think you'd be there already, so I was just going to leave a message with the priest. I'm going to be a
Oh, it's
generic
Rafina.
voice for right now.
Oh, there you go. It's you.
Oh, hey, Rafina. Yeah, got here late this morning. What about you? When do you think you'll be getting here?
I'm going to be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's been delayed. I probably won't be getting there until this evening now.
Gotcha. I'll wait here till you arrive. I think Reese and the kids would get all bent out of shape if I showed up without you.
Oh, please. I'm sure you're just exaggerating. Although, speaking of Reese, I hope you've been thinking about how you're going to cheer her up.
I've got it all planned out. I've been stocking up on souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Should be enough to snap her out of her funk.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Girls her age are more complex than you think.
Yeah? Yeah, she's not really a kid anymore now that she's 13, but still. Actually, That's about how old you were when we first met, right?
Now that you mention it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, it looks like the train's about ready to leave. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later then, alright? If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go on home ahead of me, of course.
Got it. See you later. Man, how time flies is right. Have I really not been home in 2 years? I guess that makes 9 since I met Rafina. I hope Reese isn't too grumpy when we finally get there. No, I think this is just the priest. So, you can beat the priest, Sander.
Kevin?
What is it, Father? Has something bad happened?
Well, I've just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed in all black at the edge of town. What's worse is, they were supposedly heading for the mountain path.
You don't think?
If they were, Astra House must be the target, I fear. Do you have any idea what could be going on?
I wish I did. It has anything to do with the Gralshredder, at least. I think I should go and check it out, just in case.
Please do. Oh, do you know when Rafuna is going to be arriving, by the way?
This evening, by the sound of it. She said her train's been delayed. When she arrives, can you let her know what happened? Yeah, Jaegers? Seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. What could they want with a gospel facility to begin with? The longer they're allowed to be in there, the more danger the kids are in. I have to try and handle this alone. It's time to put my combat skills to good use. And we're getting closer to learning more about Kevin. Slowly.
Celeste? Well, wasn't that the name we saw in those data crystals?
That's right. According to those, she was the de facto leader of the group of ancients who sealed away the Ariel. She was also the founder of the world's current royal family.
I'm glad to see the information I left behind ended up proving useful to someone. It really did.
So then, you're really the founder of Libero's royal family?
Not technically. I'm not the real Celeste Osleys. Think of me as something of a shadow. Or a partial copy her personality created in order to influence Phantasma from within.
How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is apparently more complicated than we thought. You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind, though. I see that now.
That is correct. Before I try to explain just what I am, I should probably tell you more about what the world we are in is first.
You can do that? This should be interesting.
As you are aware, the land in which you stand is called Phantasma. This is a world belonging to a higher plane of existence, created several thousands of years ago by the Ariel. Its purpose was to act as a subsystem for the Ariel in order to incorporate and process the will of the LiberArch's populace. One might call it a self-organized world designed to realize countless possible others as necessary.
Pardon?
You've lost me. Yeah, Isn't there a simpler way to explain this? Well, while not technically correct, perhaps you could think of it this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm created by the Oriole in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire.
That's better.
What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? I can't help but think it far too real to be a land of pure fantasy. When I say a fictitious world, I don't mean to suggest that Phantasma is a complete lie. It's more like a shadow graph or kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does this make the concept any easier for you to understand? Somewhat, yes.
And suddenly, the name Phantasma seems that much more appropriate.
I just want to point out I had several different voices in a row.
Yeah, and Dee had an argument with herself.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know.
It's fun
Sounds
to
like
have
some and everything.
multiple
It's gonna be
voices back to back, isn't
I've
it?
also had an argument with myself.
I know.
I bet you have. Frequently.
It's very fun being Stella.
Isn't it? It's
Oh,
fun
yeah.
to be the characters arguing with each other. It just gets really
Yes.
confusing when they have similar voices.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the Ariel rather than being the Ariel itself, and it helped to grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coin. The relationship caught our eye as we were devising the sealing mechanism.
You mean the mechanism used to seal away the Ariel? That was also in those data crystals left behind.
Exactly. At first, we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, the Ariel had absolute control over space itself and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming upon the idea of temporarily freezing it and imprisoning it with a gravity barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss.
You had discovered your foe's weakness but had no way to take advantage of it. That must have been quite the frustrating predicament.
Indeed. And yet, our perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of that weakness. The Recluse Cube.
Is that what this is known as then?
Yes, that is the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Ariel as an intermediary. Celeste used that to create a partial copy of her personality, that is me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Ariel's processing ability was hindered just long enough for the plan to be executed.
Hmm.
He who catches his foe off guard wins the battle. The same principle applies to martial arts too.
It sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything.
Maybe, but I can't deny that luck played a part in the end. Once the Ariel was sealed away, my work was done, and I fell into a deep sleep here. My reason being that if the aureole were ever unsealed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. I'm pleased you've been able to handle it just fine without my help, however.
Lux played a huge part for us too, though.
Oh, snap. That makes sense now. Oh. Sorry, something just dawned on me. We're not even sure where the Areola is now. As far as we're aware, it disappeared during all that happened at the Liber Arc.
I thought as much. I was able to confirm the aureole's disappearance from here within Phantasma, too. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over, and that all that was left for me and this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. But that was not to be. Soon, the Lord of Phantasma appeared.
Ah. So that's when it happened. Quite a recent development, I see.
The Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, stealing all of my power before I was even aware what happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma in accordance to their own designs. Both this world's current structure and the planes that make it up were all the Lord of Phantasma's creations.
Looks like your theory was correct, Ren. Still, that makes it sound like...
Yeah. So you don't know who that masked bastard is either, then?
I'm afraid not. Their every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should not have been able to gain access to this world in the first place. And I'm afraid I have no idea what they are trying to achieve by bringing all of you in here and testing you. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, that's the part we want to know most of all.
I only wish I could be of more help. The only other thing I can say about them is that I suspect the Lord of Phantasma is currently in the 7th plane. In other words, at the end of the game.
There's a 7th?
Well, what makes you think that?
Because it's at the end of the game.
Because it's the number 7.
But there's 8 chapters. 9 chapters,
But there's
technically.
7 demons.
Or 77 demons.
77 dudes.
That's a lot of 7s.
That
Yes.
was the first plane they created after appearing in this world. Just what kind of place that plane is, I don't know. Also, we'll never talk about why it's named the 7th plane when it was created first. It's another situation of Star Wars where 4, 5, 6 came before 1, 2, 3. But I
In charge
can
of
sense-
numbering, I was.
But
They voices for you.
But I can sense dark, inhuman thoughts from there, and they're spreading out across the whole of Phantasma.
That doesn't sound good.
Then we'll be seeing them after the next one, won't we?
Yeah. Yeah. We just finished the 5th when we came back here. Presuming they're waiting for us on the 7th, the time to find them head on may not be that far off.
I was getting tired of waiting.
As was I. It seems the end may finally be in sight. Now, if only we had some sort of inkling as to what the Lord of Phantasma is trying to achieve. Actually, I just might.
Kevin?
Okay, sorry about that. Okay. You're up!
It's good to see you again, Father. You too. Wasn't expecting you of all people to get an invitation here. Or you, for that matter, little lady.
I'm sure you weren't. I've got something I want to ask you. But I suppose I can wait until later.
Heh, sure.
Are you sure you're feeling all right?
Right as rain. I'm feeling just great. All that sleep must have done a lot of good. I see you guys made a whole lot of progress while I was out cold too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kevin Graham. Or maybe I don't need to introduce myself since you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far.
True. I was able to tell what was happening at the Liber Arc from the garden. And out of all of the people here, you are the one closest to the truth of what is happening here. Am I wrong?
What?
No, I don't think you are. Can't pretend to be much of an expert on what Phantasma itself is. I got a pretty good idea as to who's responsible for all of this. I can only think of one person twisted enough to put us through all we've been through.
Wait, is it someone you know? I think it's someone we all know.
You could say that, yeah. Short version is, they're a real piece of work. Cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted, son of a bitch who doesn't even see people as people. That about sums up who we're dealing with.
Sounds like a real awful guy.
And who, may I ask, is that you're talking about?
Weissman.
Well, about that. Would you be willing to wait just a bit longer for the answer to that one? Pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing to let me be completely certain.
Weissman.
And I think we'll find out just what that is in this explain. And here I thought we were finally going to get an answer. Is there a reason you can't share your theory as is? Yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot after we've come so far. But I promise that as soon as I know for sure, I'll talk. Swear on the goddess's name and the church's emblem.
Well, I don't see any reason to say no.
Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons.
It's not often you ask us for favors, so I can let it slide.
No problem here.
If he says wait, I'll wait.
I feel as though we can trust your judgment, Kevin, so I have no objections either. Excuse me.
Me neither. I don't really care as long as I get to have my fun. I believe we're all in agreement then.
Yep, consider this one settled.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take lead again. I appreciate if you backed me up.
No problem.
It seems like you're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do all that I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and the monuments as I always have.
Now that you mention it, we really haven't thanked you for all the help you've given us since we first got here, have we? Thanks, Celeste. Couldn't have done it without you.
We truly are in your debt.
Please, think nothing of it. I am but a shadow, placed here with a duty to fulfill. I believe helping you to be part of that duty. If I may, allow me to help you however I can.
Will do. Sorry for worrying you too, Reese. I'm just fine now. So please, just leave everything to me. I'm begging you.
Only if you promise me one thing.
What is it?
I will make you promise not to put yourself in danger or to overdo it. But don't do anything that would make Ravina sad.
You really know how to hit a guy where it hurts, don't you?
So, will you promise?
Yeah, I promise. I swear on her name, I won't.
I just want to say, both myself and Dee were like shotgun voices back to back to back there for
Uh-huh.
a second.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. I'm just going to add members to the party, and we can
Let's go.
change them when we take back over again next time we play.
Let's move out.
Main character squad, go.
Truly. Whoa. All right, give me a sec. I'll be back. Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. I don't really have anybody to raid today, so we're just gonna end the stream. We'll be back potentially tomorrow with something. I don't know. Possibly some PUBG dailies. But we will see you guys next time. Bye.